Welcome back to Decked Out. And it's July, which means we continue our series where the commanders that we choose match the month of the year.
That means Mishamigo is joining us for all 7 CMC commanders.
As always, thank you to our sponsors, Tales of Adventure, Moxfield, and Ultimate Guard, and today's featured sponsor, Plank. But more on all of them later in the video.
All right, let's go ahead and check out those 7 mana value commanders.
Hi everybody, I'm Magic Mishamigo. I'm a Magic the Gathering cosplayer. You might have seen me running around as some of your favorite little guys, such as Slimefoot, Grist, or my personal favorite, Fivelthip. Today, I'm going to be playing a Tarka, World Render. It's going to be big Gruul dragons. It's mostly a creature-heavy deck, and I'm just going to come out, flying in the sky, double striking, trying to claw down the competition.
Hey everyone, I'm Cherries, and today I'm playing Cyan Vengeful Samurai. This is a strange mono white deck that wants to mill creatures into my graveyard so that I can then play my commander for extremely cheap, and then take those creatures out of the graveyard to put counters on them so we can double strike and commander damage out my opponents.
I'm Veggiewagonyee, and today I'm playing a deck list submitted by one of our patrons, Oh So Shockin', called Goblins Everywhere, and it's headed by the best goblin of them all, Ovika Enigma Goliath. It's a beautiful deck after my own heart. Is it Spellslinger? But you want to hold back your spells until after your commander is on board so you can barf out a bunch of goblins all at once and try and hit the table for lethal in one swing.
I'm MTGNerdGirl, and today I am playing a deck submitted by one of our patrons, Red. The Dalek Emperor is my 7 CMC commander, and it has affinity for Daleks, so I can actually play it a little bit earlier, so that might give me an edge in this game. Now, Daleks are not a super supported creature type, but thankfully, Changelings exist, so I can cast my commander much earlier with the help of those Changelings. Today's returning featured sponsor is Plank. Now you might remember they sponsored us back in May, and Veggie's been using their mattress ever since.
And I have just been sleeping better, which in part is due to it being a firmer mattress, but also, as you may have suspected, I'm in fact a lizard person and do not regulate my body temperature well. So it's built-in temperature control, make sure that it's not too hot or not too cold.
Plank mattresses are ultra firm, flippable, and endorsed by the American Chiropractic Association.
You can have it shipped anywhere in the US for free, just like we did, and it is very easy to set up.
I mean, if Veggie and Airball can do it, so can you.
Plank has the full range of mattress sizes, but the queen size Plank Firm Luxe was exactly what I wanted for my room in the space that I had.
Plank mattresses are designed and assembled at their Arizona factory. That means you're gonna be getting a high quality mattress without any of the upcharges that you'll get with a mattress retailer. Needing to buy a new mattress can be stressful. Needing to shop around or deal with transportation. That is why we are so glad to have partnered up with Plank to take all the stress out of the equation.
I love my Plank mattress, and I think you will too. If you're looking for an ultra firm bed, check out plankmattress.com. You can click on the link below and get 30% off your order with code DECKEDOUT.
All right, let's go ahead and get into the game. Welcome to the table. Let's see who goes first. 13.
5, 3.
16.
Okay.
Yes.
I'll take second.
I will start off with a commercial district comes in tapped, but I will surveil one. I think I'm actually going to put this forest in the graveyard and pass my turn.
Start with an unclaimed territory. I'm gonna name Dalek so I can make mana of any color to cast a creature of the chosen type, and then I will pass.
I'll play a Scald Tarnation, and I will sacrifice and pay a life and get a land. I'll find a Thunder in Falls and surveil one. We'll keep that right on the top, pass.
I'll play a tap land. My land is a Myriad of the Sky Ruin, and if I control 7 or more planes, I'll get to bring back a creature on my upkeep. Pass.
All right, I will play a mountain, tap 2, for a Goblin and Archamancer. Each spell I cast that's red or green costs 1 colorless less to cast.
All right, command tower, and I too wish to ramp. I'm just gonna play a Dimir Signet and I'll pass.
Dang, in that Rakdos deck?
Yep, Rakdos Signet, and then I'll pass.
Play Mountain. I'll tap 2 for a Dimir Signet, and I will pass the turn.
One of the subtle things I love about this deck is you can just pack it full of mana rocks because they help you to ramp into Ovika, but if you draw them after that, they still are non-creature spells that give you goblins.
Tap 1 to play Zephyr Boots. Equipped creature has flying, and whenever equipped creature deals combat damage, draw a card, then discard a card. Equips for 2.
The boots fly, but do they have fur?
Yeah, Zephyr.
boots with
Zephyr, yeah.
With the fur.
You're so right, Zephyr.
All right, we'll tap 1 to play a Mere Scrapling, who is a 1/1 that can sacrifice himself to put a +1/+1 counter onto another creature. Pass the turn.
All right, untap. I'll play a Forest for turn, and Joe.
Yeah.
I'm the mono white deck.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why. Take 2.
What? That's the worst reason. I'll take it.
Pass my turn over to NerdGirl.
Play a swamp as land for turn, and let's go ahead and pay 3 for a Dalek Squadron. A 3/3 with Menace and Myriad. So that means I get to make some extra copies later, maybe. And then I will pass the turn.
Play a tapped Steam Vents, and then pay 2 for a Dimir Signet, and then I'll pay 1 for Skull Clamp. It's an equipment. The equipped creature gets +1/-1, and whenever a equipped creature dies, I just draw 2 cards. That's all. Pass.
Oh.
Veggie, I think you have 2 Dimir Signets in your deck. Not legal.
They're mean to me when I'm very tired.
No, you aren't tired. You're eepy, you said. That's different. I play a land for turn, and I will cast a Burnished Heart, which I can sacrifice for 3 mana in order to go get 2 basics and put them directly onto the battlefield. I mean, I have 1 damage to throw around, and somebody doesn't like me, so I'm going to hit Veggie for 1. Go ahead.
Untap, draw. I will play a Cavern of Souls. I'm going to say Dragons. And I can add 1 mana of any color, spend it to cast a creature spell of the chosen type, and it can't be countered, which for this pod is what I'm kind of... Oh yeah?
What do you mean for this bot? I'm the only one in blue. What do you mean for against me?
I got
For
my
this
eyes on
Veggie?
you. And with my lovely discount, thank you, Goblin and Archimancer, I will pay 5. I will not pay 5. I will pay 4, but up to 5 for just this nice little Twin Flame Tyrant.
Oh, no.
And it can't be countered.
Oh.
It's just a nice little 3/5 flyer. If a source I control would deal damage to an opponent or a permanent an opponent controls, it just deals double the damage instead. Over to you, Nerd Girl.
All right.
You sure you want to leave 4 damage on the table?
Girls' night.
Yay. I'm fine with it.
Fair enough.
I'll go ahead and play a mountain as land for turn, and let's go ahead and just pay 3 for a Bloodline Pretender, a 2/2 with Changeling. When it enters, I'm going to choose a creature type, Dalek. And whenever a creature of the chosen type enters the battlefield, I get to put a +1/+1 counter onto the Pretender. And then we are going to go ahead and go to combat. This is coming to Veggie, and I will get to make 2 Dalek Myriad triggers to go after Joe and Misha, which will trigger the Bloodline Pretender, giving me 2 additional counters onto him. All right, so they all have Menace. I don't think anyone really can block except for Misha. That'll be 3 damage each.
1, 2, 3.
I'm not gonna block.
At the end of combat, the Daleks will sacrifice due to the Myriad situation, and I will pass the turn.
I'm gonna pay 3 for a Seething Song to make 5 red mana, and then I will spend that 5 plus 2 more to cast my commander. Ovika Enigma Goliath. This is a 6/6 flyer with Ward 3, pay 3 life, Nerd Girl, if you want to target this. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, make X 1/1 red for X in goblins, where X is the mana value of that spell, and they gain haste.
Why do you single me out? It literally says Ward 3, Nerd Girl must pay an additional 3.
Yeah, I feel pretty good about that. I'll pass the turn.
All right, I will play a land for turn. And I'll pay 1 for another creature that puts itself in the graveyard like my Scrapmere. It's a Heap Doll that can exile a tarot card from a graveyard by sacrificing itself. And then, I really, really, really want to crack Burnished Heart. So my next play is go.
All right, I will untap. All right, so I will, on my turn, use my nice little discount, pay 1, 2, 3, and 1 for Scourge of Valkas. A 4/4 flyer, whenever it or another dragon ETBs under my control, it deals X damage to any target where X is the number of dragons I control. I can pay a red, and it gets +1/+0 until end of turn. So it ETB'd. This says to any target. Veggie's got a nice face for targeting.
Yeah, it's even cooler because it doubles up.
It doubles up. So Veggie, take 4 to the face.
Yeah.
And then I'll pass over to you. As if Twin Flame Tyrant wasn't bad enough on its own, having the Scourge of Valkas come down next turn and being able to just, ping people and faces for damage that's doubled, that's real nasty.
I have 2 Daleks, so for a discount, I can cast my commander, the Dalek Emperor, a 6/6 with affinity for Daleks. Other Daleks I control have haste, and at the beginning of combat on my turn, each opponent will face a villainous choice. They either sacrifice a creature, or I get to make a 3/3 Dalek artifact creature with menace. So I would like to go to combat after I get a counter, because it's a Dalek. Haha. Veggie, villainous choice. Would you like to sack a creature?
Turns out villainous choice is pretty easy. No, I would not.
I'll make a Dalek. Joe, would you like to sack a creature?
Oh man, it just does that? God. Yeah, I think I can afford a heap towel.
I was gonna say, I feel like Joe's creatures were made for sacking.
Misha?
And that's just what they'll do.
I'm
gonna take the more greedy option and let you have a Dalek.
Dalek. So I will get 2 counters. They'll go up to 5. Huzzah. All right, I do think Veggie is one of the bigger problems. So Veggie, you're gonna get my Dalek Emperor and my first Menacer, and then Joe, you are gonna get these 2 Daleks, and Misha, you're gonna get the Pretender, and I'll make 2 more Daleks. 2 more Daleks, and this will go up to 7.
All right, I'm gonna double block the Dalek that is at me, and then before damage, I will crack my Burnished Heart.
Not blocking nothing.
I will block the Dalek that came in with Myriad, and I will take 9 to the face.
Yes.
And this was these 2?
Yep.
So I will take 3 and another 6.
And I take 3. 1, 2, 3.
Joe, I think you take 6.
I'm blocking 1.
And then I had a Dalek with Myriad.
Oh, yes, I will take 6. 1, 2. Does anybody want to promise not to attack me with a creature so it can have an extra counter? Like this?
I won't attack you. I'll make that deal.
Here you go, counter.
Cool. Big dragon.
I will go to my post-combat, so the last Dalek will bite the dust, and then I am hanging out. All my Daleks are tapped. Pass.
Well, I'm gonna start by paying 2 for an expressive iteration. And I'm gonna look at the top 3. 1 goes to hand, 1 goes to the bottom, 1 goes to exile that I can play this turn. But that's gonna make me 2 hasty goblins. I'm gonna put this island in exile, this card into my hand, and this one onto the bottom. I get my 2 Phyrexian goblins. I'll just play this island. I'll pay another 3 for a shared animosity. Whenever a creature I control attacks, it gets +1/+0 until end of turn for each other attacking creature that shares a type with it. And that's gonna make some more goblins. I now have a total of 5.
Do those goblins die at the end of turn, or
No.
they are just there for okay?
Yeah,
They're
it's
real
real
people.
bad. It's real bad.
I think I'm gonna go to combat. I'm gonna send Ovika and 2 goblins at NerdGirl. It's not too bad because this is only creatures that are attacking. So these 3 will each get +2/+0.
So it'll
I'm
be-
coming for a total of
8 commander.
mhm,
Is that 6 or 8? No. Okay. 8 commander, and then
and then 6 on the ground.
6.
And then finally, I will just eat one of these goblins with the Skull Clamp and draw 2 cards. Nice. Fast turn.
Well, I can slow Veggie down. I don't know what the plan is for you. I can't really do damage to Veggie, but I can slow him down a bit. But the thing I have also has the ability to slow you down, NerdGirl. Which one do I answer? Or do I just answer both and move on with my life? I think the answer is we just answer both and move on with our lives. I'm gonna cast an austere command, which has choices. I can destroy all artifacts, enchantments, creatures that cost 3 or less, or creatures that cost 4 or more. So I'm gonna destroy all creatures. There is definitely an argument here to be destroying artifacts and big creatures, but I think leaving Veggie with all of those little 4/4s might just result in my death, so I have to get rid of all creatures.
All right. Goodbye, creatures.
Goodbye, my little guys.
Then I will play my land for turn and pass to Misha.
All right, I will pay 1, 2, 3, 4 for a Dragonborn Champion. It's a 5/3 with trample. Whenever a source I control deals 5 or more damage to a player, draw a card. Seems all right. And over to you, Nerd Girl.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and just tap 5 for Insatiable Avarice. It has Spree, and I can activate multiple modes, and I'm going to indeed choose both. I get to search my library for a card, shuffle and put that on top, and I can also lose 3 and draw 3 cards. I will lose 3 life, and then I will play a land for turn, and that's gonna do it. I'm chilling.
I'll play a Sulphur Falls, and then I'm going to pay 5 for Magnus the Red. A 4/5 flyer. Instants and sorceries I cast cost 1 less for each creature token I control, and whenever it deals combat damage to a player, I make a 3/3 red spawn creature token. And then I'll pay 2 for, hey, it's Goblin Electromancer.
Friends.
Friends. My instants and sorceries cost 1 less to cast.
He's here to avenge his brother.
That's it, pass.
Untap. I will pay 2 to cycle an Angel of the Ruins. Now, you might be saying, Joe, why aren't you casting that?
Joe, why aren't you
That
casting
sounds
that?
like a great interview, Joe.
You know what? You're right. You're right. Good call, Veggie. I like that. Get the planes to hand and then play it for turn. I will then pay 2 for an Arcane Signet. I will pay 3 to cast my commander, Cyan, Vengeful Samurai. It costs 1 less for each creature in my graveyard, which is 4, which is why I only paid 3. It's got double strike, and whenever 1 or more creatures leaves my graveyard, he gets a +1/+1 counter. I will spend exactly all my mana to equip the Zephyr Boots. Zephyr Boots. And I will pass.
I will play a Maelstrom of the Spirit Dragon. It taps for colorless. I can tap it, add 1 mana of any color, spend this mana only to cast a dragon spell or an omen spell, or pay 4, tap it, sack it, search my library for a dragon card, reveal it, put it in my hand, then shuffle. All right, well, I think it's time. It's Atarka time. Atarka World Render. It's a 6/4 flying trample. Whenever a dragon I control attacks, it gains double strike until end of turn. So we got double strike and dragons.
Yikes.
Is it when the Tarka attacks?
No, when a dragon.
Oh, no.
It does not matter if a Atarka attacks. Your person has first strike, is that right, Joe?
Double strike.
It is
Double
double
strike.
strike. We don't have
Okay.
to be enemies.
No, we're not going to
Okay.
be. We're gonna be friends. I hope.
I would love that. I mean, if this doesn't attack me, I will give you the this won't attack you. For this,
Deal.
obviously for this turn cycle, because it might change.
I'm gonna send Dragonborn Champion at Veggie for 5 double strike, trample.
I mean, what? These are not going to absorb much.
Yeah.
I can take 10, right?
Yeah.
I can take 10, right?
Yeah.
Yeah!
Oh no, but Veggie, you could have prevented Misha from drawing a card by blocking.
And I actually believe I get 2 cards because it's a source I control deals 5 damage or more, so each strike will be a card.
I'm helping.
And that's my turn.
Oh, good. You drew cards. Now I don't feel bad about what's about to happen to you. Mountain for turn. We're going to tap 7. And I'm going to cast Doomsday Confluence. X is going to be 3. I get to choose 3 of the following. I may choose the same more than once. Each player is going to sacrifice a non-artifact creature, and I get to make a 3/3 Dalek artifact and make each opponent discard. I'm going to choose option 1 twice and make each of you sacrifice 2 non-artifact creatures, and I will make 1 Dalek.
You didn't want to just have us discard once?
Nope.
Dang.
Sure didn't.
All right. Well,
And then I will pass the turn. Sure, there was probably something flashier than Doomsday Confluence that I could have searched for, but this was one of the really cool cards in the deck I wanted to play. It removes 4, 5, 6 of my opponent's creatures and helps ramp me back into my commander.
I'm going to play Mountain. I'm going to pay 2 mana for a Thought Vessel, so I now have no maximum hand size. I will pay 5 for a Kindred Discovery. When it enters, I choose a creature type, and whenever a creature of the type enters or attacks, I draw a card. I'm going to choose Phyrexian.
Ooh.
And then I'll pay 2 for a Throne of the God Pharaoh. At the beginning of my end step, each opponent loses life equal to the number of tapped creatures I control. But that's it. I have no creatures. Pass the turn.
I will untap, and it is my upkeep, and we officially have 7 planes, which means a myriad triggers to return a creature, which will be Angel of the Ruin. Oh boy, one person certainly has the best artifacts and enchantments, and nobody else does.
I mean, I only have 1 card in hand.
Yeah, I still think I have to. I'm going to hit the 2 best artifacts and enchantments in the field, which is Skull Clamp and Kindred Discovery. I will pay 1 to cast a Selfless Savior. I can sacrifice it to give another creature indestructible. I will then pay 4 for a card that helps everyone draw cards. Firemane Commando. It's got flying, and whenever I attack with 2 creatures, I draw a card. And whenever a player attacks with 2 or more creatures, if none of those creatures are attacking me, you also draw a card. We'll then pay 2 to equip the boots to my dog. he's just a little cute dog, and he got 4 little boots. Go, I will pass the turn.
All right, I think I'm gonna ramp it up. I will pay 4 for Encroaching Dragonstorm. When this enchantment enters, search your library for up to 2 basic land cards, put them on the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. When a dragon you control enters, return this enchantment to its owner's hand. Okay, I got my lands off the Encroaching Dragonstorm. They come in tapped. I shuffled already. And now for my next trick, I'll tap 3 for Patron of the Arts. It's a dragon noble, which is a weird type for a creature. When it enters the battlefield or dies, create a treasure token. But it is a dragon, so the Encroaching Dragonstorm will come back to my hand.
Nice.
That's
Look at that.
That'll be my turn. I got a dragon in a dress.
It's dragons and dresses like you that make this show possible. You know, patrons.
Yeah, patrons. And the answers we just top decked. Haha, Joe, take this Sundering Eruption. Destroy target land. Its controller may search their library for a basic land card and put it onto the battlefield tapped. Then, creatures without flying can't block this turn. So you, my friend, are going to destroy your land. I'm gonna pay 2 more. I'm gonna cast Night's Whisper. I'm just gonna kill myself by losing 2 and drawing 2. See what we get. Let's play a Path of Ancestry as my land for turn. It's gonna come into play tapped, and then 2 for a Cybermen Patrol. 2/2 artifact creatures I control have Afflict 3. Just means when they're blocked, the defending player will lose 3 life. And Joe, Menace 3 Cybermen.
Okay. I will double block and then sacrifice the Selfless Savior to make the Angel indestructible for what it's worth.
Lose 3.
I do lose 3 to the Afflict, yes.
And I will also lose 4 when I cast this Snuff Out. I'm going to destroy target non-black creature. It can't be regenerated in response to the sack from the Dogi.
Okay. Dead. And you're...
Ooh.
And your Dalek, not dead.
Not
Dalek
dead.
not dead. Pass the turn. I have done much to Joe.
I don't think I'm the threat anymore. I am hellbent over here, if you didn't know.
I don't think anybody's the threat right now. I will recast my commander, not scary, and pass the turn.
All right, untap. What a rip.
Does it get your land back?
Yep.
No! No!
I mean, let's start. I will cast Seven's Reclamation, which returns a permanent that costs 3 or less from my graveyard to the battlefield. And if it's flashed back, which I can do for 5 mana, we do that twice. You know, you didn't exile my land, so I'd love to get Emiria back to the battlefield. I think the next is just to pay 6 here.
Flash it back?
5 actually. To flash back the 7's Reclamation and get 2 more things. I will choose the little doggo that just went away last turn, and the Burnish Heart, which I can sack to get more mana. And then this will be in exile. Even though NerdGirl attacked me and destroyed me last turn, I don't feel vengeful. I'm gonna hit Misha because I think Misha is the scariest with all that mana and all those cards and all those dragons.
A dragon never forgets.
Oh, Lannister always pays their debts. Go ahead.
Well, I'm I'm going to do this again. I will play the Encroaching Dragonstorm, go get 2 more lands. All right, I got my 2 lands, another Mountain Forest. They come in tapped. I'll pay 7, cracking the treasure, to cast Drakuseth, Maul of Flames. It's a 7/7 flyer. When it attacks, it deals 4 damage to any target and 3 damage to each of up to 2 other targets. It's got 7 booty.
Yeah.
And I'll get that Encroaching Dragonstorm back to my hand, just because I can.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure you have enough land to play yet.
I'm gonna send Patron of the Arts over at you, Joe.
Okay, could block with a Selfless Savior to just trade, but I'll block with the Burnished Heart. Sack the Selfless Savior to make it indestructible, which is totally different. And then your Patron will die.
All right, I will get another treasure. All right, pass my turn. This being a Dragons deck, all of my stuff costs a ton of mana. The Encroaching Dragonstorm, it might seem like my turns have been a little slow, but like getting a bunch of mana is gonna really help me later on.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna play it. Well, I came here to make Daleks. So with my affinity for a Dalek, I have exactly enough mana to recast the Dalek Emperor, and I would like to go to combat. Veggie, would you like to sack a creature?
I'm just like now checking. Do I die? It's not quite, right? Yeah. Take your Dalek.
Dalek. Joe,
Oh.
would you like to sacrifice or give me a Dalek?
I mean, everyone else is giving you a Dalek. Just take
2
it.
Daleks.
You can have a dog.
3 Daleks. Cool. I am scared of Veggie and Joe.
What? Not Misha?
No.
Collude with me. Oh, Veggie.
We need to survive,
I have
right?
this.
Ooh, that's cool.
Yeah. It doesn't help, but it's cool. I mean, you gotta use it while you can because
Don't
then
worry,
Joe's
I have
gonna,
this in my hands.
Joe's gonna get an angel back that'll make your commander and your thing go away.
Yeah, that's why I want to kill Joe. Your angel's gonna kill my stuff.
I mean, to be fair, you can't kill me. So would you like a card or would you like to do some damage?
Maybe Veggie will help.
I will definitely help.
What? No! We were colluding! You showed me that really bad card in your hand! Why are you turning everyone against me?
So if I don't kill you, you'll help with Joe?
Yes.
Do you think we can kill Joe?
Yes.
No! Reggie, no! How many?
9, 12, 13, 14. You could block this if you wanted to take an additional
Additional
1 and trade.
Sure.
Okay, so you'll take
Oh wait, no, I won't.
15. No?
I won't. Okay, blocking one of Veggie's creatures is going to be better.
14.
14.
Oh, and this is gonna stay then.
Now, Veggie,
Uh-huh.
if you've ever wanted to immediately betray somebody, this is the time.
Don't worry, I don't plan to. I plan to follow through with what I've said.
Oh, it's a tricky trick.
Oh, tricky trick.
I'll kill you.
Yeah, I mean, I figured.
Tap land. I will get to surveil. I will keep it on top and pass the turn.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm gonna play Brass's Bounty. For each land you control, make a treasure. I have 6 lands, but the important thing is that it is a 7 mana spell.
Yup.
Just GG.
I am going to make 7 goblins and 6 treasures. I think we just play the rest of the stuff. I'm gonna pay 1, 2, 3 for Baral and Kari Zev, 2 for with First Strike and Menace. When I cast my first instant or sorcery, it gets to do some cool stuff, but I don't think we'll have to worry about it. Just to empty my hand, I'll pay 1 more for a Brightstone Ritual. It adds 1 red for each goblin in play, but it also gives me another goblin.
Go to 8.
I don't need any of the mana because I'm now empty-handed. So let me make sure I kill Joe first. That's the important part. Go to combat, send everything. Joe, you'll get Justovica, and we'll send 4 goblins at everybody else. I'm not doing the math.
How do I get more than Joe gets after I let you live? I'm going to respond to the animosity trigger, and I'm going to kill one of the tapped Phyrexian goblins with a deadly Rollick. It's free because I have my commander, and I will target one of the ones attacking Misha specifically and give you the best chance to survive.
Okay, that's one goblin down.
Dracuseth has to block one of the other goblins, otherwise I die.
Block, block.
Trades.
I will die to the 3 goblins.
I will also die.
I will take 16 damage.
Then my Throne of the God Pharaoh will trigger at my end step, and you'll take 6 because I have 6 tapped creatures.
Down to 2. All right, Veggie's at 12 life, and I think I have a winning line, and I think I have just enough mana to get me there. So start by paying for cracking the Maelstrom of the Spirit Dragon, and I'm gonna go get a super special card. The card I got is Hellkite Courser. So Hellkite Courser, with this card, it has flying, but more importantly, when it enters, I can put a commander I own from the command zone onto the battlefield. It gets haste. I do have to return it to the command zone at the beginning of the next end step, but I think I'm just gonna win first.
We won't have another end step, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You have enough mana to cast it?
I do. I have been ramping like crazy. So Hellkite Courser is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I have...
Okay, wait, before you do that, what if I make you a deal? I will help you to kill Joe if you don't kill me.
That is a really tempting offer, but I think I'm gonna pass this show's
The next Misha game.
But I will pay 6, cast the Hellkite Courser, get a Tarka onto the battlefield, and swing for Xaxes?
Yeah, that's 12.
Double strike?
Yeah,
Yes.
a Tarka gives all dragons double strike.
That's what you get.
Okay, bye.
All right, I'm gonna start with an unclaimed territory, and I'm going to name Dalek, so it will create mana of any.
Misha won the roll.
Oh,
Am I crazy?
I thought I ran the roll last game then.
Yeah.
Well then, hurry up.
I was all just waiting to make sure.
That we were going.
Tarka is such a fun commander to play. I love big dragons. I love Gruul Stompy, so it's 2 of my favorite things all together. I didn't think I was gonna pull it out at the end. NerdGirl playing that Rollick, when she was tapped out, I didn't think there was any chance for me, but she, helped me pull through, and then I was able to crack back and kill Veggie for Xaxes.
Special thank you to today's featured sponsor, Plank.
Yeah, it's great. Very firm mattress. All you have to do is go to the link in the description and use code DECKEDOUT for 30% off. That's it.
I wish I knew German to continue the bit even further, but I do not, so.
Florida.
So bad.
How many Germans have you just offended?
Thanks to Oso Shotgun's deck, I lived my best life. I slung some big spells, I made NerdGirl mad at me, and I died in a way that I most certainly deserved.
Don't forget to support your favorite Commander show by doing something you were going to do anyway, and that's buy Magic singles. And you can do so by using our sponsor, TOA.
It really is that easy, and Tales of Adventure has a wide selection of singles from the most basic printings all the way through the most premium versions, and they've also started stocking sealed product now, so you don't need to go anywhere else for anything Magic.
And you get 5% off your entire order when you use code DECKEDOUT at checkout.
And you should know by now, the link is down in the description, right there.
I don't remember that well. I'm not a dragon.
Then you already forgot about that last attack.
But do you have an elephant sock?
I have to go check at home. I've already forgotten if I do. I put that out of my memory on purpose, though. Mountain Return.
Normally the Doctor Who cards are not really my style, but the Dalek Emperor was a ton of fun to play. I'm really glad Red submitted it. In fact, I think I'm gonna keep it together and play some more games.
If you're building decks and you're not using Moxfield, then I feel bad for you. It just is the best tool for organizing, customizing, and collaborating on all of your decks.
In fact, it's the only way that our team can keep up with building sometimes over 20 decks per month. And it's the way that we can share our deck lists with you in a nice, easy format.
You can always support the show too, just by following us on Moxfield, where you can find every deck that's ever been on the show.
I had card draw on board, I had a Miri on board, I had a great game for going late, but the game went a little too fast for my deck to get there. But Veggie killing me early really, I don't know what I wanted to say, really.
Ultimate Guard is the industry leader in TCG accessories.
And Ultimate Guard products are the way that all three of us on the Decked Out team are able to organize, protect, and display our collections. And they're the best way to show off all of our cards on camera for you.
So make sure you use the link down below in the description to support the show and pick yourself up some amazing upgrades. We'd like to thank our patrons and YouTube members, because without your support, we never would be able to film a cool series like this.
Yeah, it is specifically thanks to patrons and YouTube members like you, Evan, that we're able to make this series and show weekly. The series isn't weekly, but the show is, so that is great.
So if you're not a part of the show, go ahead and head over to our Patreon, unlock those exclusive perks, signed tokens, spell table games, even get your deck featured here on the show.
And of course, Evan CMC Commanders, you can always support the show by liking the videos, subscribing to the channel, and commenting. That's all we've got for you for today. We'll see you next time on
Decked Out. Your names are becoming not even names anymore.
Evan's a name.